Alright, what is going on everybody? It is Tristan, and today in this video what I got going on for you guys is I'm going to be showing you all how you guys can resell sneakers on a smaller budget in 2021. Really what it takes. Let's say you only got $200, maybe $300 or less than that. I'll be showing you guys kind of the basics to kind of, I guess, resell it and what you can do when you're on a smaller budget. I've been there, done that, so I definitely know what to do when it comes to, I guess, turning a little bit of money into a lot more. So if you want more content like this, of course, you can subscribe and like down below. Let's make the goal in this video something simple like 200 likes. Nothing really far-fetched, but if we could hit it, that'd be dope. And again, the more likes we get, the more it just gets the channel out there. I'd really appreciate it. It goes a long way. And I'm gonna keep posting every day that I can. I've been on the upload streak, so we're gonna keep it going. And yeah, really, we'll just hop straight into the video here. And also Instagrams are in the description. You want to check those down below, you can, but I'm not gonna leave this up on the screen forever. So we'll just get into the basics of reselling on a small budget. So first things first, kind of what it takes to resell on a small budget. I mean, obviously you need the money, whatever it is. You need to get some money together of some sorts, at least a couple $100s in my opinion. Now, if you already got a couple $100, good. However you earned it, I don't care. You know what I mean? Just get the couple $100, all right? Once you got that couple $100, really the main thing with having a smaller amount of money is you shouldn't take, if you only got like $500 or whatever, $300, don't go start doing sneaker investing, okay? That's a good way to make money over time when you already have a lot of money to go for drops, you know what I mean? Any money that you have right now, if it's only like that 300 or whatever, then you should take that and put it towards any drops coming up. So for example, we just had the Yeezy Slides drop. The Yeezy Slides, those only cost like, I don't even remember what the retail is, but it's like $50 or $60 for those, I'm pretty sure. And then also the Yeezy Foam Runners, those all have been dropping a lot of different colorways. Those only cost like 90 something dollars on retail. So of course I'll try and make some updated videos kind of showing y'all how to cop on Yeezy supplies, stuff like that. But those are the types of drops you should be focusing on. Any of your money really when starting out to resell at a smaller budget, you got to be focusing that money on going for drops. Now, if you don't want to go for drops, you're like, oh, that's a little too complicated. I don't want to open up a few different Chrome users on Yeezy Supply and have each one going. I that's all I do usually, and I usually cop on Yeezy Supply. I just get like 5 or 6 Chrome tabs open, not under the same Chrome user. I just get a different Chrome user, open 1 tab per Chrome user, go to Yeezy Supply, put it up like 20-30 minutes before, and then just just refresh each one at like 9. And then yeah, I usually hit on one of them. That's all it takes really. So I mean, Yeezy drops are kind of like the ones that really are good for people just starting to resell now. Because think about this, at first the Yeezy Foam Runners, the sand colorway, were $95, and then after those first dropped, they were going for $400 at first. So think about that, turning $90 into $400 like that. I mean, yeah, you should be focusing on those drops. Whenever you see some sort of restock, Yeezy Slide, Yeezy Foam Runner, anything like that, your eyes as a new reseller or someone with a small budget, definitely go for those. Now again, if you don't want to resell shoes right off the drop like that, even though I really recommend starting out trying to go for retail drops and kind of getting with some people that kind of know what they're doing a bit more, maybe doing some pre-orders with people. Of course, I always mention Secret Sauce. I'm not gonna link them down below or anything, but you guys know who they are if you've been here for a while. I always mention Secret Sauce. They can help a new reseller a lot cop some items because they got people running bots and stuff like that. But the second thing I want to mention is an Instagram resale account. Now I always mention this in pretty much every resale video, but this is so essential because I would say the most resellers are probably on Instagram, aside from people that resell their dead stock items directly to StockX. I wouldn't recommend doing that because of the high fees, but as you can see, I got my own resale account here. I built a following over the last few years. Sometimes I've been inactive, but recently I've been much more active on this account, CLT Steals. I don't know if it's really focusing there for me, but you can see I got like 5K followers there, and I live in Charlotte, which is a bigger city, so it makes reselling a lot more easy for me. So if you live in a bigger city, also like San Francisco, LA, Charlotte, New York, Kansas City, somewhere like Houston. I mean, if you live somewhere like that where there, is a lot more people, there's going to be a ton of resellers as well. I already know Texas and California are massive states for resellers, and North Carolina is a pretty decent one too, along with New York. So kind of understanding that if you live in any of those states, and even if you don't, if you're in the US, good, you can definitely resell shoes. And even if you're outside the US, over in the UK, Europe, they love their shoes over there. I mean, they do not play about their shoes. They're really into them. But really, what I mean by this is you should try and make your own resale account like I have. I got mine one here, CLT Steals, but you should try and make your own resale account, whatever the username may be, and make sure when you make them this bio right here, whatever it is, You see that you got like the bio right here. Make sure you're kind of say like where you're located, like kind of what deals you give, etc., etc. Make sure you of course have a reference post. That is so important if you're starting to resell on Instagram. What a reference post is once you do business with somebody, ask them to comment on that post and be like, yo, let them know that I'm legit, I'm not like scamming or nothing, you had good business, all that. Have a reference post. I got one. I've at least had a couple hundred people comment on that. It's very important that you have references if you're a legit seller, so you can back that. If someone's like, I don't know if you're legit, just send them a post and they'll have any questions that they had gone before. So that's really how it is. But aside from that, another thing I also want to mention is kind of how you post on that account. So you can see recently I've been very focused on just posting shoes. I used to post like Dior chains, Supreme box logos. I've been posting a couple. I sell usually any like streetwear and stuff like that on my story. But really make sure you have a decent organization. Of course, get some good clear photos of your shoes when you're posting them to sell. And also, you know, you can of course leave a couple hashtags under them, like hashtag, I'm not going to like pop them up, but like hashtag Supreme for sale, hashtag Supreme, hashtag sneakers, hashtag sneakers for sale, hashtag Jordan. Any of those will help get your post out there more. And of course, if you're in those big cities, anywhere in the US, make sure, I mean, you can go to my followers and, you know, on my account, you know, that I got up here, you can go to my followers, follow some other resellers, stuff like that, start building some connections. I'd recommend that. You can go to anybody I'm following on my resale account, because anybody I follow, I pretty much trust, I would say. I haven't really checked my following, but I know I've been like updating it a bit more recently since I've been more active on the account. But that's another place, and really the main thing about reselling right there on a small budget, it's just how you resell. If you want to make more money reselling at the start, then an Instagram resale account is really good, because then you can just do transactions through PayPal, Cash App, Zelle, Venmo, whatever it may be, and then you have to avoid the extra fees from StockX, like their processing and shipping fees and stuff like that. You do have to pay for your own shipping, but it really isn't that bad. I mean, you can use like pirateship.com or something like that. Sorry to all my resellers that I just exposed right now, but that's so you can get cheaper on shipping. It really doesn't matter how many people know about it. I prefer if people save money on their shipping. But yeah, also the reason I'm mentioning all this stuff about Instagram resale, you guys are like, okay, I got a small budget, where do I buy stuff? And this was where I would say go on Facebook Marketplace, or since you've been following people, since you got an Instagram resale account now, make sure you go and check what deals people got on their Instagram pages. You know what I mean? You can see what they're selling. Of course, if you've been checking what people are locally in your area on your Instagram account, then all you got to do is just go follow those people and, you know, ask them what kind of deals you got. You can do meetups, and then that completely eliminates the shipping costs. I've of course met up with a few people. You guys have seen some of my recent resale vlogs. I've been doing some meetups, and I've been meeting up with some people, getting some good deals. Of course, the good deals really come along when you start doing local deals. And of course, be safe whenever you're doing local deals. Make sure you trust that person, you know, got an idea, you know, maybe of what they look like or something. You know, if that's something you need to know. I mean, that's not really something important to me. I don't really check for that, but I just always make sure, you know, I trust the person when I'm meeting up with them. I'm not trying to, you know, get caught in the wrong situation or something. But yeah, that's just another thing. Really, those local deals are what you should be trying to get if you're reselling on a small budget. And don't forget, don't sleep on used shoes. Do not sleep on used shoes. I mean, you can also start reselling on a small budget with thrifting and stuff like that. You know, checking what used shoes you got in your area. You know, going to like a Plato's Closet, a Goodwill, maybe going to like, if you got just some local thrift shops in your area, whatever those may be called, you know, going to those and just kind of seeing what they got, and then seeing if they got any good used pairs. If they got any good used pairs, if they're legit, take them home, you know, clean them up, and then you can sell them for more. I know plenty of people that do that, you know, find used stuff like used tees or used shoes, and then they clean them up and sell them for more. I mean, that's a great hustle. That's actually a really good way to make a lot of money. There's tons of people that will love paying for vintage stuff. That's all in style right now, you know what I mean? But I find pretty much, I'm gonna be honest, I sometimes find a deal or two, like for the personal collection on Grailed. Sometimes I go on there, find somebody selling some really good stuff, like used stuff for a deal. If you're like someone on a small budget, you can go to Grailed, that app. They sometimes have a couple deals on there on some used stuff like tees or shoes, but it's pretty hard to find a deal sometimes. But I did find a pair of metallic 4s for under $300, great condition. So I mean, yeah, you know, I've definitely found a deal or two on Grailed, and I used to resell stuff directly off Grailed, like the Dior chains. I mean, shoot, I'm pretty sure I don't want to blame myself. I'm pretty sure I single-handedly like helped the price of all those Dior chains go up, because I'm pretty sure the people on Grailed that I was buying from, I was buying so many every day, like 3 or 4 chains a day, and selling them on my Instagram page. And I'm pretty sure they found out I was just directly flipping them for more money on Instagram, and they were like, shoot, we're marking up the prices. And again, I don't want to give myself responsibility, but I mean, prices of those have gone up a lot. I mean, also because there's probably less of them, they're a bit harder to find. I've noticed there's much less of like those Dior Trotter chains. Those are very hard to find. But yeah, I just kind of noticed the prices of them all went up, and I was like, yeah, you know, I think I might have been partially responsible, but I don't want to give myself that much credit. But Grailed, again, you can find stuff on there used for a good deal. Do not worry about it. I mean, it's not great. Again, Facebook Marketplace, just make sure anything you're meeting up for, make sure you legit check it beforehand. Don't get caught up with some fakes or something like that. Always legit check what you're doing, you know what I mean? So very, very important details, and I don't want y'all to get caught lacking or anything like that and get caught with a pair of fakes. That always sucks. So aside from that, yeah, just again, I really can wrap it up right here by saying, if you have less money right now, your main focus should be finding maybe a cheaper cook group of some sorts. If you have, on a smaller budget, again, a cheaper cook group, maybe something like Secret Sauce or a cheaper alternative if you know one. Then, of course, you can go search on Instagram for that. There's plenty of good cook groups out there. Just make sure they're legit and it's the one that you really want. Check some reviews on it. And again, just make sure that's the main thing. When you have little money or not a lot of money, again, you really should be focusing on going for releases, not stuff like sneaker investing. And you can resell used shoes, but I found it easiest just to get stuff for retail and then flip it when I had less. So that's all I really need to say right there. So simple discussion. I really just laid a lot on the table right there, but that's really how I started out. That's how I've resold for less. I really just built a following on my Instagram page, and luckily I live in a good city, Charlotte. So I mean, plenty of people that, you know, are into shoes here, and I've just followed people from all around. I've done international deals, stuff like that. Like, that's how you do it. Instagram is the key, in my opinion, to making a good resell account. Or it is where you should make a good resell account. Of course, you can sell stuff on Grailed, you can sell used stuff on Goat, whatever it may be. Just, I found it easiest to go here, follow people, build my following, make sure people know I'm legit, follow other resell accounts to build my following, you know what I mean? And that's how I've done it. So again, we'll just be in the outro right here. So if you want more content like this, just subscribe and like down below. I'd appreciate it. It's not a big deal if you don't, but the goal in this video is 200 likes. And again, every like just helps the video get out there more and helps the channel, I guess, kind of grow. So I'd appreciate that. And don't forget, road to 50K. Dude, just stay tuned for that, of course. A lot of stuttering right there, but yeah, just stay tuned for 50K. We'll have a giveaway coming there. I promise you guys it'll be something fire. I'll let you guys probably pick it once we get to that point. So yeah, Instagrams, Discord, all that are down below in the description if you want to check them out. And yeah, that's really everything I need to say. So I'm Tristan. Thank you guys for watching. And there's some fly trying to like attack me right now, but we'll just get into the outro. Peace.